Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're here at Windrock Range, and I've got a new little range toy here, and this is the Masterpiece Arms Defender, the MPA30T. 9mm. It's basically a Mac 11 clone. It's got the faux suppressor on it, which is a little bit weighted just to kind of keep it counterbalanced. I have not shot it yet, so it's going to be the first rounds through it. It comes with, I believe, a 30 or 32 round mag. But I will say this thing was insanely stiff to load. That's what she said. I only got 25 rounds in it right now, and that was a bitch to get loaded. So let's hope it doesn't jam, but we're going to find out.
I was just about to say that.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Alright, so first impressions, no jams. I was kind of shocked about that, honestly, just because of that mag. It's heavy. It's definitely heavy, but that suppressor does kind of bring it back down. Accurate enough for what it is for the simple sight. You can adjust them, but yeah, that was fun. Let's shoot it some more. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a magazine, just fired from the hip, because why not? I will say the second magazine, loading it, was definitely easier. I still only put 25 rounds in it, and those last 5 rounds were difficult, but the first 20 went in a lot easier than the first time I loaded it. So hopefully it'll kind of loosen up over time. And also, just as a heads up, apparently if you're shooting this, don't be next to a friend or a neighbor, because it slings brass like a mother. So just as a friendly heads up. And just to point out too, your safety is right here. If this is pointing forward, you're on safe. Switch it back here, you're on fire. Now obviously you have a top cocker right there, so let's get it. Much less accurate, but fun. Not terrible. All right, so we went ahead and took off that weighted faux suppressor. God, this thing looks so freaking cool. This is just such an 80s freaking vibe. I was should be wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and I'm not, and I apologize about that, because I feel like that should be a pink Hawaiian shirt and a freaking blazer with the sleeves rolled up. This would be, I'm getting ready to enter a warehouse full of bad guys, and there's just some sick synth music playing, and I'm ready to go. So, with its weight and shooting it with and without that compensator, I will say it's a little snappy. I'm not notoriously great for amazing handgun control anyway, but you just kind of see how high that is. It definitely is a little snappy, and with that weighted, it kind of just brings it down a little bit more. Either way, it's super fun. It is more accurate than I was expecting. I mean, you see it. This is this is it. It's not a long barrel or anything, but it's definitely more accurate than I was expecting. You just got, basically the front sight is just painted white. And you do have adjustable rear sight, and you can adjust the front sight there. But man, I gotta admit, this thing is pretty freaking fun. Masterpiece Arms Defender Series MPA30T. They make a few different things, but for the price, I've always wanted a Mac 11 and just never wanted to shell out the price for one. As I mentioned, you can do a folding either stock or brace. If you want to SBR it, do a stock. If you don't, you can put a brace on it. But if you do SBR it, which I might think about, you can put a little vertical grip on here and just, man, that would be just a little stock and a vert grip would be pretty sick on this thing. Like I said, just absolute 80s vibes. I am having fun with this thing, I gotta admit. For the price, sub 500 for just a range toy and just kind of like a aesthetically, you know, dream gun, I'm a fan of it so far. So I'll do an update after I put more rounds through it if anything changes, but so far, hell yeah.